Welcome back to Vintage Story in my single player world. But look, I am shielding my eyes from the prevailing wind. Oh my goodness. And look, haven't my trees grown? Can you see how tall they are now? They're still ready to get ripe, but the great thing is that the orange tree is now fruiting. You can't see it. It's got green fruit on it. So everything is fruiting nicely. That's very, very pleasing that my trees are coming on so well and shielding my eyes against the wind. Oh my goodness. Now in the last episode, I had a go at making a library, and I have had a little bit more of a go at it. So let's have a quick look at what I've done. It's really work in progress. It is at the moment just a square room, though I think there's the potential here to have the library doors just here, perhaps in line with that, who knows, and then to extend the library around here. So what have I done since last time? Well, I've extended it for a start. One of the reasons I've done that is I realized I had these two aged wooden beds, and we don't have sofas in Vintage Story, but these look pretty good to me as sofas. So I decided these were sort of reading nooks where you could sit there with your head against the wall looking out at this beautiful view, pictures above your head, yes, I've changed the pictures, and read a book. So we've added a couple of cobwebs because I've never met a library that didn't have them. In here, our owl chest has treasures. When we were going through some of the release candidates, everyone was screaming at Tyron saying, at least let the drifters drop something. So for a while they dropped something, and this is it. If I change maps, that will totally disappear. It's a little bit of VS history. We've still got our echo chamber, our residence archives, and our bookcases. I've added a couple of plant pots, which I went back to my old base to get. These are very pretty ones, and I think they look good in here. Put a couple of crotons in to just brighten things up. The blue over here, this turquoise at the top, is meaning to pick up the turquoise of the owl's eyes, and the blue there, those sort of muddier blue colours, I hope they pick up this. A grey one would be nice, but this one I think goes quite well in the meantime. I put a basket here because this is again a piece of history, in that that's one of the first storage things you ever make, so we'll have one of those on the floor. And our beautiful armour stand with this piece of armour that we found in a ruin, and a Mad Max axe of why not. Have you noticed how wonderful these bookcases are at the corner? They link. So I think that this is complete for the time being. I want to get more bookcases, and there are other treasures that will join us down here, I'm sure. So I might put a couple of shells on top of these bookcases. But at the moment we've just got a nice little library where we can sit here and we can watch the evening sunlight. At the moment it's morning. Look at this. It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? The temple's adding to it, of course. Look at the water. We're down at water level. I love the idea of being just that little bit lower, so you look out across the water, not down on it. Our two skull pillars here. I've moved some storage round to give myself much, much more space. These two have been extended here. We have our little stool, and we can look out at the window. So I think we'll call that complete for the time being, but we need more treasures. We definitely need more treasures. Let me know what you would put in a library if there's anything I haven't got. I wish I could find some more bookcases or buy some more, but I have almost ruined myself buying bookcases. I'm down to 7 gears, which I'm keeping for an emergency, though I might take my emeralds and see if somebody will buy them. So we now have a mini library. I love my little library, but I've had to put a false skin in here so that I maintained the external green colour. So actually this is a wall of blocks here, and I put full blocks in, then I could get up against them quite easily. One thing that did occur to me is that when I've got a lot more gears, I need to keep my eyes open for some wallpaper, because I could then take the blocks out, just use wallpaper and extend the reach of this library. So I think that's what we'll do. Okay, now, one of the things that happened to me when I was updating to release Candidate 9 is that my voice changed, and this is when I realised it. I have just updated to release Candidate 4, and listen to this. When it hits me, I have a trumpet going. How amazingly awful. Right, that's another dead cave. I am spending so much time going through dead caves. It's just not true. I think I have a cursed map. I think what I might do is just fill over the top of them, because there's nothing in here. Yeah. Just stop me falling in all the time. Right. Well, what a sound that was. Wow. Look at that rift. That is some rift, isn't it? My goodness me. Crikey. Right, I think what we need to do is to try to alter our character's voice. Now, at the moment, I am sounding like a trumpet, which is severely unpleasant. But I've been told that you can only tell whether you've altered your voice if you damage yourself. So let's find someone. Do I damage myself here? I do not. Jumping off a high building, always a plus. So how high do we need to go to damage ourselves? Do we damage ourselves if we go off here? We do. Oh gosh. Right, let's try to alter this. Let's press dot char cell. Right, now, voice type, trumpet, no. Oh gosh, flute, bit high, harmonica, oboe, clarinet, accordion, sax, tuba. Right. Oh my gosh. No, no, alto flute. Oh. Oh gosh. Can you hear this? I'm not sure you can. Clarinet. Is there any way out of this? Oh God. Oh. Only works if enabled in this. Ah. Oh ho. Oh ho. Let's come out of here. Hang on. Classic ponytail. Right, let's just show dressed, please. Right, confirm skin. I'm a commoner, that's fine. We're okay on that. Let's go to settings. Right, sound. Okay. Sound level, ambient sound level, weather sound, music level, frequency output device. Those are my earphone Razer Krakens. I don't see anything there that actually helps me with sound. Interface, chat, Language, I mean, you can see all my settings here. Controls, they look fine. That's not to do with sound. Mouse, fine. Graphics, I don't think it's going to be under graphics, is it? A lot of you who've had problems, you will notice my bloom is turned off. If you have problems with this game affecting your FPS, do try here to turn the bloom off. That normally helps more than anything. Shadows, I have low quality, and CPI I've got turned down as well. Right, sound again, sound level, there is nothing here. Back, okay, back to game, that doesn't work. Let's go for dot char cell again, obviously for char cell. Voice, I really don't like the trumpet. Let's pick one that we like. God. Oh. I think we'll go for the saxophone. Let's go for very low. Oh Lord. That's the best we can do. I really want to turn this off, but I don't know how I can. Okay. Now let's see whether that works. Let's go up again. I've jumped down onto here, haven't I? No, that's not going to work it. Let's come in here and see whether we can hurt ourselves and see how this sounds. Right, let's come up here. I don't think there's any way of turning this musical voice off. That I can live with better than the trumpet. Oh my word. Well, that's one problem solved. One other aspect that has changed is that now you can place items like crocks and pots directionally on the floor. So if we push this one down, can you see that because we're looking at it, it faces towards us? Now, if you try to put one on the same square facing a different direction, it won't do it. It goes according to the square, but you can put it on the square next to it and it will face towards you. So you now have the choice with a lot of items of having a directional element to them, which I think is very, very nice. Let's pop these back on there. One of the other things that has changed in Release Candidate 5, which I'm quite interested in, is that the labels on the pots have changed. So we've got an empty crock here. It has nothing on the label. This one has rot, and this one has sunflower porridge with mashed turnips, not termites, and blackcurrants. Now, I don't know whether it goes according to whether you've got meat in. This is rye with mashed turnip and cranberries. Does this look the same as that? It does. I wonder whether meat is the difference, but I think this is something we all need to look out for, is these different labels on the crock pots. Looks quite nice to me. Right, let me pop that one back because I'm not making food to keep. I am making food to eat at the moment. There we go. And I've got a bit of spare fruit on me that I will eat as we go. It's quite a windy day here. You can hear the halve hammer clanging away in the background. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Look at that. Wow. Absolutely. Oh, look. Guys, I've never seen that before. Look at the shadows. This looks like my living room. We have some glass in our living room that throws shards of light all over the living room walls. Look at this. How clever is that? And then you've got the different shadows up here. Oh my goodness, this game. Why am I getting white? Oh, I know, it's because my bowl of food is steaming. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. Let me go get something dark. I've got little white things going up the screen. And it was because my bowl was still hot with food, hot food. Oh my goodness, how much better can this game get? Look at my bees. Loving it, absolutely loving it. I've got the straw dummies facing away from me because I find them very eerie. They can look outwards, not inwards. Well, I must say release candidate 5 is looking good. I was getting a slight hesitation with release candidate 4. This is much, much better. Much better. Okay, I need to cull my pigs, and I've come over here to try and cull them and listen to the sounds as they attack me, and also listen to the sounds as I die. It's unbelievable now. Right, let's just harvest that one while I can. Probably need to get... Oh, dang. Whoops. Right, let's just harvest pigs. I don't normally show me killing pigs. It's not the most enthralling of video, but at the moment the sounds are spectacular, and I'm trying to get some meat so that I can see whether the labels on the crock pots are different. Come here. And these are fat pigs. Come on. Give up your meat to me. I was killing generation 1 because I'm down to generation 3. There we go. Finally, it's got 10 fat out of there. Good. Okay. Now I'm quite close to death, and I'm actually going to die so that you can hear what I sound like when I die. Must make sure I've got a boar left. I'm looking, yeah, generation 2. Did you hear that? Right, well, we haven't killed that pig, so it can escape. Well, that was horrible, all those sounds. I just don't know what to say about having some sort of trumpeting sound. The death one, I don't actually mind that much. The trumpeting one, I really, really don't like, and I'm not sure what we had to start with, but whatever it was, I want that back. Let's put my cleaver back, and my spears go here. That's it. Yeah. And I've got one more on me, a scrap spear. There we go. All that just to get some meat to see whether these labels are different. Right, I am going to cook some meat stew to see if the label is any different. So let's fire that up and get that one going. We have our meat stew. I'm just going to pop it down here, it's easier. Now, let's take one of these. Let's drop it on the top. Yeah. Does that look any different? No, it does not. So I don't see any difference in these labels unless there's something different for jam. Still, we've got ourselves some really nice meat stew out of that. We'll have to wait and see what happens on those labels.